Hello, everybody. Well, it's good to be back. Um, so I decided that I'm gonna be posting videos again, and they're gonna be a little bit different from my normal YouTube videos that I post because I feel like certain things are really hard to talk about, and there are some mental health challenges for a lot of people. So once a week, um, every Thursday night between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be posting a video on a different mental health issue that really just kind of grabs you, right? So, first of all, I'd say welcome. My name is Kitty Nimble Reacts, and this would be my first podcast episode. I've done a couple others on my YouTube channel about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, but this will be a little bit different. I'm still going through the process of trying to find a way to edit my videos, but for now, it'll be somewhat generic for the time being until I have more time because I do work quite a bit. So, first of all, if you are struggling or you feel like you don't belong, that is absolutely not true. You belong here like the rest of us. At the end of every video, I will be naming off uh, multiple different crisis hotline um, numbers for United States, United Kingdom, and uh, and Canada, because I feel like that's important, and I'll also be um, doing that at the end as well. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, if you're here, new to my channel, I welcome you. All of my links will be down below. Um, I will be creating a Discord and a um, Facebook page for all my podcasts, and you can also follow me on TikTok and all that stuff. But I'll post throughout the week. So let's talk about depression, because depression is the most underrated mental health issue in the world. It's extremely underrated. A lot of people have it. Probably 90% of the world has depression. And there are a lot of factors in dealing with depression, sadness, um, suicide, that kind of thing. It's important to know that you're not alone and that you can overcome it, because at the end of the day, the world is going to be empty without you in it. So, here across the United States, we have had 39 total shootings, and that was just in January. It's extremely sad to see that the mental health system doesn't adhere to those who have low income and those who absolutely need the help. It's become sort of a phenomenon where those of you who suffer through depression don't have the means to get help. And I'm speaking from experience. I am lucky enough to have proper insurance, but even though I have a therapist, I still struggle daily with depression, and it's easy to fall into a hole that some people feel they can't get out of. Now, the definition of depression is also considered major depressive disorder. And it's common but serious mood disorder. And it causes severe symptoms that can affect how you feel, think, handle daily activities, and how you eat and drink. Because I'm not a healthcare worker by any means, so I can't sit here and say, well, this, that, and the other is causing your depression. I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. When I know that I'm depressed and sad, I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't drink, I don't do anything. I just sit there. Now, depression affects everybody differently, but it's important to understand the signs in case you need something to go back to. Now, here in the next 10 years, I'm going to be opening my own practice for low-income families to get help with depression, because I feel like depression and mental illness is not taken seriously. And it can become somewhat annoying when you tell someone you're depressed and they go back and say, what do you have to be depressed about? Everybody handles grief and trauma differently. And it's said that the happiest people are the most depressed people. And to a fault, that is accurate, but not quite accurate. I myself have to put on a facade for everybody else, because the moment that I get depressed, I fall apart. It's amazing to me how far our world has gone to hate. It is absolutely amazing that the shootings keep happening and people keep dying, because nobody seems to understand that 75% of the world's mass shootings are caused by mental health crises. The shooting in Columbine in 1999 was because Dylan and Eric were bullied and suffered through mental health issues that nobody paid attention to. And there have been shootings every other year in the last 20 years. Which amazes me, really, because I'm myself am afraid to go outside, because I don't want to go anywhere with a big crowd of people, because I am afraid of getting shot. I am afraid of dying because somebody decided to kill me because they had a bad day. Now, there are many signs of depression that one can spot, and they're obvious. Loss of appetite, fatigue, change in mood, the lack of wanting to do activities. And those who are depressed, some of them might self-harm, but that's not always the case. Depression affects us all, even if we pretend that it doesn't. We can pretend that depression doesn't matter and depression is just another mental illness just flat out laid out there for no purpose. But if you are depressed and you feel like you can't get out of it, the first thing that you need to do is understand the warning signs, understand the signs, and what could have happened in your life that made you feel low. It's important to talk to somebody, whether that be your friends, partners, therapists, psychiatrists, whomever, whatever. It is important to talk to somebody before you drown. I've seen it happen. I've had quite a few people in my life commit suicide because they were depressed and they didn't ask for help. My brother, Kenny Jr., rest in peace, committed suicide last year. Out of the blue, committed suicide. He was just coming off of some really hard things, started selling all of his stuff, and that was the first warning, but nobody paid attention to it because they thought that he was selling his belongings to get something he wasn't supposed to be getting. Now, like I said, I'm not a mental health expert, and I want to make sure that everybody understands that. Right now, I'm taking a psychology course in college, but I wanted to talk about depression because it's been on my mind since the last mass shooting in California. Our world is becoming a very dangerous place for criminals and for us, for those criminals. Gun control is not a thing. It's not going to happen the way that we want it to happen. Now, I could sit here and throw statistics at you about depression and, I can throw all this out there. But I'm just telling you what I see through my eyes. I'm not you. I can't tell you how to feel or how to solve your pain. But what I can tell you is that you are not alone. You are not nothing. You are not somebody who is just simply existing. Depression is the most, in my opinion, the most underrated mental health illness out there. Because when you go and tell somebody you're depressed, what are you going to see? You're going to have somebody telling you, well, what do you have to be depressed about? Your life is going great. You could be depressed because Joe Blow down the street just got a nice house and you're stuck living in a one-bedroom apartment. You could be depressed through jealousy. You could be depressed because you just broke up with your long-term partner of multiple years. You could be depressed because of infertility. You could be depressed because life isn't going the way that you want it. I don't think we take it serious enough where we can actually have the help to get out of the hole. Some days, I feel like I'm not out of the hole yet. There are days where I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with my life, but then I wake up and I look at my partner and I look at my child and I'm grateful that I have someone pushing me to be and do better. I want you to know that if you're listening or you're watching or whatever the case may be, you are not alone. I am here for you. Even if you have no family, no friends, no nobody. I will leave my email address in the description section of this video, along with resources to guide you to help you realize the signs of depression. It's important to know that you're not alone and that you have someone there. I did have anyone there quite a few times when I was going through it. But remember, again, you're not alone. There's a whole world out there that needs everybody to band together instead of tearing each other apart and killing each other, and that's the world we live in today. It's good to have that comfort of, hey, somebody out there cares. Somebody out there wants me to be somebody and do something for myself to get me out of this rut. Now, it won't be easy. If you're too far gone, seek help. My email and anything that I have available is open for somebody to reach out if you feel like you have hit a new low point. I'm tired of seeing the world and everybody in it kill each other and fight each other. We all need to band together and start being happy people so that we can comfort those that need us most. I know this video wasn't a long one, but I just wanted to talk about this because it has become very apparent that depression is underrated. No one takes it seriously. And I hope that with my help and what I plan to do to make things better will work in everyone's favor. And then those who don't have help can seek help. We don't need anyone else to unalive themselves. We don't need to bury any more bodies. We don't need any more pain, sorrow, crying, and sadness. As a country, we need to band together. I want to tell everybody that I'm here for you. If you need somebody to talk to, my DMs and my email is always open, which will be in the description below in this video. So, suicide hotline numbers. For the UK, 116 123. Again, for the UK, 116 123. Australia, Lifeline, 13 11 14. Again, Australia Lifeline, 13 11 14. Canada, Crisis Services, 1-833-456-4566. Again, Canada, Crisis Services, 1-833-456-4566. USA, National Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Again, for the United States, National Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. India, Lifeline, plus 9133-2474-4666. 4704. Again, India, Lifeline, plus 913324744704. Remember, guys, you're not alone. We all have our bad days. But I'm here for you. Be safe out there. Kitty Nibbles out.